take her to the other side. I'm feeling strong, my little lady. I'm gonna keep her moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop till I see the light. I'm feeling high, my little lady. I'm gonna take her to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. You know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. You can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car. We're gonna get real. I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. I'm feeling nice, my little lady. She's gonna keep me moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna stop, she's gonna treat me right. I'm feeling good, my little lady. She's gonna take me to the other side. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and you can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and we're gonna get real. Come on, baby. Let's take a ride. I don't know where we're gonna go, but first, let's dance. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and you can get me high, high, high. You know I used to smoke too much. And you know I used to drink too much. Take a ride in my car, and we're gonna get real. Oh. I'm feeling high, my little lady. I'm gonna take her to the other side. I'm feeling strong, my little lady. I'm gonna keep her moving on. I'm gonna run till I drop to the break of dawn. Never gonna...
Giottos is so good. These chocolates are what? Chocolates? We're here about astrophotography. What are we doing? Wrong video. Whoops.
What have I done? Ooh, what have you seen? Early at night, got in the fight, in the candlelight, looking through the screen. Now what have I done? What have you seen? You know there's no picture when a person has come in between. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Can't look What have you seen? There was nothing to say, took her away, and I feel the pain, made love in pain. Oh, oh, what have I done? What have you seen? She knows there's no future in life when a person has come in between. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Can't look back, and now he feels so strong. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Left last night, and now it seems so long. Ooh. Ooh. You can hear these words I say when you're a million miles away. Yeah. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Can't look back, and now he feels so strong. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Left last night, and now it seems so long. Jamie! Come on, Jamie! Yeah! And now you feel so strong. Jamie! Come on, Jamie! Yeah! Left last night, and now it seems so long.
What the hell's wrong with my telescope now? Damn, what's wrong with this thing?
Another lost Lone Ranger. Can I break this spell? Do one thing right, do I make two things wrong? If I want to stand my line, I will always take the fall. If I turn to the left, I can hear from the right. I sleep all day long, and I'm dreaming through the night. I've seen a lot of bankers, and I've seen a lot of cops. I've seen a lot of lawyers pull out all the stops. I've seen a lot of children with their parents in their hands. I've felt a lot of women refuse to understand. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government.
Yeah. Holy crap! It's 8 o'clock, and
It's 8 o'clock.
What up?
What up? What up?
And I'm eating dinner, so I don't know why this is so far out, but so I'm still in the process of getting my stuff all together here. So I'm going to be in and out of the show here and there. Still dealing with all this stuff here. I finally got all the back orders. I think all the back orders are done. Finished those Wednesday, Thursday. So if you're waiting for product, it's on its way. So unless it's something crazy, but I don't know. Have you guys seen? I know he's in the chat, or he was in the chat. Dylan O'Donnell.
Yeah, he's up right now.
I know he's up, and I'm sure he's waiting for more information on stuff. But you know, if you haven't seen it, and I'll do the dealer letter a favor and not mention any names of who that's from. But I received that letter, and basically it said that a major player is not sending out. It's got an order freeze until these tariffs come, hopefully stop soon or whatever, because you know, I mean, 100 and what was it up to 154%?
Yeah.
I heard 145, but yeah, something.
Yeah, whatever. 100. Let's round it. We'll split the baby. 150. So 150% tariff. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a $500 camera, right?
Yeah, that's $1,500.
That's $1,500.
$1,250.
Well, no, it's $1,250. Yeah, so it's $750 added on, so it's $1,250. So you're paying more for the camera. You're paying double for the camera. And nobody in their right mind would even think about losing money like that. Nobody can, and I am sure. As a matter of fact, I know, and I'll leave it at that. That there are going to be other dealerships as well, slowing down their ordering process, and unfortunately, that has to do with back orders as well, just like the major dealer is doing. So here's the thing, and this is something that they don't say in the letter, even though it's kind of no need to be said. Even though that you paid for a camera in the U.S., if these tariffs go through and they haven't been shipped because they're on back order, the back order doesn't matter. It matters when it comes into the country. So you're paying the 145 to 154% tariff on whatever, even if you ordered it in October last year. So, I mean, you know, it matters when it comes into the country, and that's why dealers are not going to be either purchasing the items and stopping their back orders because of this whole tariff situation. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Right now, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, at least from being a business owner and doing a really hard thinking. I'm looking on carrying some other options, or more of some other options that I already have. Mm-hmm. So you may see a shift at AstroWorld Telescopes to an Altair, from the UK, and a lot of stuff from Europe during the time of this 90-day stoppage of whatever. You know, I saw Jackie. You got the Minicam 8, but since NEEF, the tariffs has gone up twice in China. So well, I mean, and now NEEF ended 5 days ago. So
they've gone up in places in Europe too, and the companies over in Europe went to the powers to be and said, "Do something. We're not going to pay the tariffs. We don't want this shit to happen." And but if you do that in China, they'll be put out of business or disappear. So.
Yeah, so well, there is a 90-day pause on those other countries, on those what do you call it, the reciprocal tariffs, I think it was.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
something like that. So that's we could call the politics on that all day, and I'm not about to do that. but
I don't want to get into it.
nope, it is what it is, and we succeed and fail all together, right? We're one country.
That's it.
So that being said, I'm hoping that this comes to a pause really soon. I'm sure that other businesses do, and I'm sorry that I'm feeling like a downer, or but it's really depressing. Not only for, think about the other business owners all over the place that are getting stuff from all over the place, and the one shop owners, the little guys, are just getting crushed by this, and it's unfortunate. But whatever the case may be, so that's pretty much it on the tariff. But I just wanted to say, Dylan,
you got some extra room.
thanks for your sympathy on your channel. I know it was meant from a good place, but it's just crazy craziness. I'm sorry, I still got this cough. Just in case any of you care, and I know most of you don't. This whole thing is an acid reflux thing. I just found out today, and I just started taking medicine. So if you see me bow out, it's because of this cough that keeps on coming up. And hopefully this medicine helps. Maybe if I lose some weight and not be so fat, it probably would help too. But
and not eat pizza all night. That's good for that acid reflux. Look at all that pepperoni.
There it is.
I'm telling you, there you go. Pizza is the penicillin for acid reflux. Come on,
pepperoni
now.
and sausage.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's my spiel about the business. And that's all I'll say about that. I just wanted to open it up on that because I know it's been a hot topic of discussion all through NEAF. And I kind of bowed out on Wednesday, and then we got the letter 2 days ago or whatever. Wash it down with some OJ. Yeah. So that's the deal. And I'm sure there'll be more news to come over the next days and weeks. Whatever I hear, whatever I could say, I'll say. But whatever I can't, I can't. But I could definitely keep our members apprised as much as I can. If anything does come out over the next days and weeks, then the show's not there. I'll just do a quick short and throw it up there because I know everybody's got questions so that's it. So anyway, how's everybody doing?
Good, man.
Doing well.
Good.
Been under
Good.
the weather the last few days. I think whatever you and Jen had, I caught.
I got rain right now.
Oh, we got poured on all day.
Yeah.
I mean,
So got some good news as far as the star front is concerned.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The installation has commenced. So I think you were muted, Dave.
I'm muted.
Oh, no, you're not. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking at the YouTube channel. So
You got your boxes back?
Yeah, exactly. So no, I didn't get the boxes back yet. I got to send them a label, but I guess they said let's just do it anyway. But whatever the case may be. So they just installed the CASA power plug, whatever, and so it's started. I don't know if we need, because they changed one of the rules in Starfront. So if you now send in a harmonic mount with a low footprint, like a small footprint, like the Nix 101, the 88, the AM3, the AM5, and so forth. If you are on a standard pier, which is the second level up, not the mini pier, the standard pier. If you are on a standard pier, they're requiring you, at least for now with the Nixes, I'm sure the ZWOs are short to follow, to come with the 8-inch standoff for the pier extension.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They just sent out a letter like a day or two ago. So if you are going to send a Nix down there, just be prepared. You will need to send the pier extension.
Okay.
I guess it has the headroom. Get it up high enough.
Yeah, depending on what scope you have. I mean, with my scope, I guess it's really not a big deal because it's a carbon start, so it's very compact.
Yeah,
but
that's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, if you're putting
you have
a 102 on there or something like that,
you're
maybe, maybe there's an issue with collisions and stuff like that.
Yeah. Real quick, big up to Greg Meyer. I don't know if you guys saw his video of him assembling his Starpoint Australis, observatory tent.
Oh, I didn't see that. He put one up.
Yeah, he put one up. So nicely done there, Greg. It's really impressive because we saw those at NEAF, and I had a chance to meet the owner and designer of these observatory tents. And yeah, it's out on YouTube, so definitely go check it out. And they're really impressive. They are really, really impressive. They've got two different sizes. That big one is just a monstrosity. It's just crazy how big it is.
Yeah, you can sleep 3 people in there and still have your telescope in the mount.
You still have your telescope, in there, and it's very nice. It even has a really nice darkening cover. Like blackout top. So, if you're imaging and you're up during the night, you can sleep during the day. Everything, and it's really, really cool. So it's really, so it's very, very impressive that Starpoint Australis observatory tent. So kudos to you, Greg, for putting out that video there.
Yeah, they were cool.
And
you see the focuser
cool.
they make too?
No, I have not had a chance to see the focuser either.
They made they had a focuser that they make as well. That looks unbelievable. Huge, 3.5 inch focuser, and it looks like it's geared to like big Newtonian.
Okay.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the price point is. I didn't even think to ask when I was doing my video.
For the tents,
the price points were for the tents.
If Greg comes on, he can let us know. He bought the smaller.
Yeah, Greg's on. Yeah, Greg Meyer's on.
Tom said that the big one's 700.
The big one is 700. Okay. So.
He's just asking, is that a question? Is that big one $700? I don't know.
I can't remember what Greg said he paid for the smaller one.
Okay. But yeah, that was a very cool video that he put out there. And coming back from NEAF and everything,
$650 for the
$650 for the small one?
$850 for the bigger one.
$50 for the big one. Okay. So just a couple $100 difference in everything. So not bad at all, especially for the room.
And for the construction
plus the 10% Australian tariff. Yeah. Hey.
But the materials and the construction of it really, really nice.
It was. It looks really, really durable, to be going out into the country or into a dark site, wherever you may be, in Australia, the outback, wherever it could be. I mean, it looks really, really solid, and it can hold up, and it seems like it can hold up really, really well. So it's just a solid looking tent. And I would, if once I get a traveling mount or something like that, I think that may be something to consider, if I ever do anything like that, going to a dark sky site or something like that. But for me, hey, I've got my RV, so what can I do?
Not for nothing. I've been into backpacking for a long time, and I've used lots of different tents. Some of the best tents that I've ever used are from North Face, and I've got a couple of North Face tents. I've got a Bastion and I've got a VE25, and those tents literally have been up on Everest. That's how well made they are. They can withstand 85-mile-an-hour winds.
They've been on the North Face
well made.
Everest.
Huh?
They've been on the North Face of Everest.
They've been up on base camp. They've been up on the high parts of Everest. Yeah. So, but what I'm getting at is that the Bastion, which is a 4-man tent, is $950.
Yeah. Oh.
You know, in comparison to this tent. Now, if the construction techniques are the same, then kudos. You know,
Yeah.
But are these tents going to withstand, 40, 50 mile an hour winds?
Well, that's what they say.
Hey, Gideon.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. That's what they're saying. Yeah. I mean, it can handle some pretty high winds, especially out there in the outback. So, yeah. So definitely, Greg, keep us up, keep us updated with the tent and how it works out for you. So I know you're out there in Arizona in the desert and you're going out to those dark areas out there. So love to hear how you're doing with that.
I'd be interested to see the construction of it. How well it's made. Is it, the stitching on it, the floor on it. Is it waterproof? I mean, that's going to be
it's waterproof.
Yeah, it is waterproof. Yes, it's waterproof. Yep. It looks really, really well.
The fabric looked like you'd have a hard time putting a knife. It's that kind of.
Now, other thing, as far as for me, for news, the Mighty has arrived. So it has arrived.
Sweet.
So I'm looking forward to getting it all unboxed, but I'm not going to set it up. Yeah, it got here already and got here today.
You got to get that concrete poured first.
Yep, got to get that concrete poured first. Now I do also have my I still have my scope buggy. I still have my scope buggy, so I may even just decide to get it on the tripod.
You have a tripod for it?
Yeah, I've got the Ioptron tripod.
Okay.
I bought, and you can get a plate for the Mighty, to put onto it. So it was only like $100. So ordered that straight from Ioptron. And I can, just put that, and I've already tried it out. It goes, it's as far as the pure plate, the tri-pure plate, so it fits perfectly. So I'm just gonna, just get it all set up. But one thing that I was watching, I have Bray Falls. He had, I don't know if he still has it or not, but he has a Mighty, or had a Mighty. And so I was watching his video today of his review of it, as well as Galactic Hunter. And they all give it overall good reviews, but there are just certain quirks and things that they both mentioned that I'm going to have to look out for and keep an eye out for. Especially you're explaining when you're switching different types of OTAs, different weights and things like that. Certain things can have, I guess there's some springs that may need to be adjusted or something. I hope not. That I'll have to figure out. And it's like and they even made the comment that there's certain things that you just shouldn't have to deal with when you spend that kind of money on a mount. So it's almost like I haven't opened up the box with a mount yet or anything. I just opened up the smaller box where they had the counterweight and the pamphlet, and I haven't even taken anything out. It's just things that make you go, is this
Think about
I don't know.
that for a minute, Eric. You buy a Toyota Corolla, you put the key in, you start it up, and you put it in D, and go. You buy a Ferrari, there's some things you better know about that thing before you start trying to drive. There are definitely things that I am going to have to learn, and that's one of the things that they said is even with the SkyX and just with the mount itself, because it's just some things that Adrian even said from Galactic Hunter. There's some things you may have to just learn to work with and learn how to master it, So that's probably It'll be some trial and error.
Some trial and error. Yeah. for sure.
As far as the Sky X, that's probably going to be the easy.
Yeah, because once I get it, get the T-points, get the T-point model done and everything, I'm pretty much going to, send it right to Nina.
Correct.
So I'm not too worried about that. It's just the small little quirks with the mount itself, but I'm sure it'll all work out just fine.
Sure, we'll not regret it. Sure.
Yep.
And we'll have an in-house.
Watching and adjusting things. Yeah.
We'll have an in-house specialist. Right?
Exactly.
And the Sky X.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about the Sky X. As soon as I do those T-points, I'm going to send her up to Nina and let her go. I'll let Nina do all the work.
Yeah, but the Sky X has its own, what do you call it? Planetary software.
It does. It
does.
does.
Incorporated
it does.
with it too. That's
it
really,
does. It
really
does.
nice. So
yeah, it does. So yeah, I'm definitely going to learn the Sky X as far as getting familiar with that software, but I'll still probably be working, still doing, because I'm just so comfortable with Nina.
Nina needs a Sky model plugin. That'd be nice, Dylan. Yeah,
that would be nice, Dylan.
So I'd say get on that, Dylan. You got all day.
Yeah, he's got all day down there in Byron Bay. So yeah, let him go for it, But no, it's that's a really good
but
point.
If Dylan did it, he'd just
cool.
do the southern sky.
Yeah, he would. He would just not take care of the southern hemisphere and just let us fend for ourselves up here.
Dylan's got to come back and do Dylan's PP returns. That's what he's got to come back on. We got to hook that up, Dylan, man. And we had such a blast. I'd love to do a longer show with you, man. Even on a Saturday or something, whenever.
Yeah, like a Saturday in the afternoon or something.
Saturday or a Sunday, whatever. We just come and hang out, man.
He said he vibe coded one, but not good enough to implement it. So hey,
yeah,
it's all right.
I mean, the guys that make a lot of those plugins, the guy that does focus.
Oh yeah,
constantly. I think every time I start Nina says you have an update in a plugin, I always see what it is. It's Hocus Pocus.
Dylan, we'll set it up. I'll text you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Hocus Pocus.
I gotta check on the scope. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yep. You have.
Wait, you're actually imaging?
Yeah. He's actually imaging.
Holy shit, dude!
I know, right?
Somebody's got clear skies.
Holy cow!
No. Thunderstorms.
No. I was about to say because they're here. Yeah, no, right? Because they're coming through here.
Oh, I didn't think you were imaging. God forbid.
Yeah.
You just gotta try to cover
We
it.
haven't had thunderstorms. We've just had torrential rain.
Not for nothing. I'm the last person that should be saying anything about imaging, so I can't really say a damn thing. All I know is that hopefully by the end of the month, I'll have some data from Starfront, and
there you go.
I'll play some stuff, play with some stuff.
Nice. There you go.
I could actually try the new. Was there a new AI that came out? One of Russell Crowe's things.
Okay.
Yeah, wasn't it like a month or so ago?
Russell Crowe or
a new AI patch for Blur Exterminator or something.
Oh,
hey, Steve.
Might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morning, Steve.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, I haven't done anything, in the past few weeks, and I've got 2 new cameras that I'm really looking forward to as soon as I get the chance to try them out. That 432 and that 585. I really want to, put them through their paces and see how they go. Now, we still need to talk, Dave, because I want to really take a look at that Heliostar, man. That Heliostar 76
looks cool.
It just looks too cool.
It's so simple,
know.
especially if they're selling
Yes.
it with the Sun Seeker mount, all that.
Yes.
Yeah, the Soul Secret, the Soul.
Yeah.
How is
Yeah,
it?
The Solar
Soul
Quest.
Seeker.
Solar Quest.
Solar Quest.
The Solar
That's it.
Quest. The Solar Quest. I mean, if anybody has used the Heliostar or anything like that, let me know. Skywatcher just had. You did?
Yeah, I looked to it in Canada in August.
It just sucks that, you know, they were at ETH and it was cloudy crap
Yeah.
all weekend.
Oh, considering
And
they pulled.
They would have had a line
the
out the door to look at that.
They
look
pulled
through
the
that
freaking
thing.
the
Fire alarm.
fire alarm, so everybody
Yeah.
was waiting
Yeah.
outside in the rain.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dylan
so-
They
says
would
he's
have had a
used
line-
it. It's
They would have had a
amazing.
line back
Sold.
inside.
Sold. That's it right there. Dylan has given it his stamp of approval. Sold. You know, hey,
Oh, he has used
there
it.
it goes.
Okay.
Did he sell his right testicle for this one?
Are all the lights off out there?
Oh, so that said Tuesday, I guess at EAC, it was clear.
yeah.
He said he got to look
Matt said he used it.
Dan said he put the
Yeah.
the video up for Neef. It's going
A
up. It'll
lot
be there. It'll be
actually
up
has some
in about
competition.
25 minutes.
So
The video.
Lunt actually has some
And-
competition with the Heliostar. I'm looking forward to it.
That's
But
encouraging.
yeah, after the new tariffs. But speaking
And
of
for the price
Skywatcher,
point
they
that they're selling them,
Mhm.
they're relatively inexpensive. Selling them.
Yeah, they're about
What's that?
20
The
Heliostar.
2400
The Heliostar?
Heliostars. Or the,
3,000.
yeah, like what 20? Oh, 3000.
3,000.
Okay,
29.95.
Oh, are they up? Okay.
2095.
I thought they
Okay.
were less than.
I thought a little bit less, but hey, but still, that's still a pretty. That's still not bad. Now they also had their webcast today. Skywatcher did on their new F2 astrograph that it's like a 250 millimeter focal length F2 astrograph that we had checked out. Oh yeah, Jackie. Oh God, yeah. Oh, don't remind me of that. 3,000, 140%. Good God. Yeah, forget about it. What?
Well,
I'm trying to
I'll
see
tell
what the
you
name
this.
of that was.
On a side note, I just received a DHL customs invoice for my last Player One. 27.5% tariff.
Oh,
So that being said, until this clears up,
Yeah.
I will not be ordering anything from Player One.
Yeah. These. Yeah.
well, you know, not for nothing, but Trump ain't messing around. You know, he is not going to blink. You know, when it comes to China, so it might be a while.
I mean, it might be a while for everybody because everybody wants their scopes.
I give it about 6 months.
I give it less.
No, I don't.
Think less.
I don't think it's gonna be 6 months. I think that once these other countries start, because as of today, I've been watching Fox News all day. As of today, there are 15 countries that actually have deals on the
Big
table.
deals already, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Again,
and there
we'll
are
see what
more that are
happens.
falling in line. They had 50 that were coming, and 15 confirmed deals that were on the table. And once those things start locking in, it's going to put China in a corner. They're not going to have a choice. They're going to have to, or they're going to be economically isolated, and that just ain't going to work.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But moving on.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, the HSC 125, they had that on their webcast today.
The HAC,
and we had a
right?
chance.
The HAC?
Yeah, the HAC. Yeah, the
that
HAC
looks
125
sweet, dude.
DX. It does. It looks really, really cool. It's a
Yeah.
Honda's. It's a Honda's design. Supposed to 250 millimeter focal length. F2. I mean, it's tiny too.
It's like
I mean,
this big.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
like
a little more
eight.
than a foot.
Yeah, it's really small.
And the camera they have for it is really tiny too.
Yeah, so you know one of the things that those design suffers from, excuse me, is having a camera that might be way too big and create a larger central obstruction, right? So you know you want to make sure that the thing that they put on there is like nothing. Did they take it apart for us so we can look at it inside?
They did.
Yeah,
they did take it apart, and it only has a 16 millimeter image circle though.
Yeah.
So it's small. So you can definitely use a 585, and I would expect the 533 would be the two better ones that you could probably use that with. So I just thought it was, and the focus is like this. It has this nice big knob in the back and everything. I thought that was pretty cute. So it looks really cool though. I mean, I'm gonna look it up here really quick to get some more info on it. But no, it looks very, very cool, and I think it'll be really popular with folks who really want to get into F2, but they don't want to spend a lot of money. Because I think it's like under $1,000 as far as its price.
Really?
Point.
Was it under $1,000?
Yeah, it wasn't that expensive.
Yeah, pulling it up.
That
$995.
Yeah,
$995.
That is cheap. You know, when you start looking at like camera lenses that are variable, 4.5, and up, and they're variable, they're a price point that's less than $1,000. You start getting into camera lenses that are f2, f2.8 down to f2 or down to f1.4, man, triple the cost.
Yeah. So it's pretty darn cool. So that's a nice setup if you get that, like I said, with the 585. I'm kind of curious if you can use that with the mini Cam 8. I'd be interested to see if they. I mean, it's probably
not with
that focus wheel. Now with that little focus wheel,
that's
probably
wheel.
Too big.
That's good.
But
you're gonna have a 3.5-inch obstruction on a 4-inch mirror.
So. Yeah, that's true. But like I said, you can get a 585. It's a standard 585. Or even a 533, because I even think the 533 come even with the smaller hockey puck or planetary style.
It's the hexagonal hockey puck, whatever.
Yeah. So though, I mean, shooting at f2, you don't need to worry about cooling so much probably. So in the read noise, because you're going to be shooting so fast, it's it's not going to be a big deal.
Shooting that fast.
You don't that fast. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's not going to be a big deal. So you get something like that, and you get a nice little harmonic, like their what is it? Their Wave 100, the Wave 100i.
Yep.
You can have a really nice setup with all of that probably under $3,000 for it all, and that's camera too. Because if you're shooting that fast, you probably don't necessarily need to guide, or if you need exactly, that's what I'm saying. So you don't need to worry about guiding or anything like that. So it'll be really cool. Matt saying, I guess one of the major camera manufacturers is coming out with a camera specifically made for the HSE 125.
All right, cool.
So that'll be very cool. So that would be very cool just to hear about that. Yeah. Let's see. Stephanie, get the 124, the player one. Look here. Not seeing. Okay. But yeah, I mean, there are just so many things that are coming out now that are going to be really cool. I still need to go through all of the business cards that I got from Eve, so we can set up some guests on this show. Hello, Newman.
Hello, Newman. Newman. We gotta talk now that I'm back, Newman. We gotta talk.
Yeah. Don't forget we have image of the week. So we still got about an hour before we vote here, and we had 3 images, I believe. I'm going to pull up the website. And while I'm pulling up the website, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. You know, we've been a little lax on that type of stuff, so give it a thumbs up. And I want to see those numbers climb.
I must be dead to Norm.
Why?
Why is it?
He said hey to you guys. Just ignore it.
He's probably in shock to see you here. It's like, holy cow.
Who is that guy with the beard?
There's a guy.
It's all right, I won't take it personally. Much.
So
there it is.
let's see here. Go here and there. There we go. So last week we had Greg win with his Cone Nebula.
Yeah, it's a pretty shot.
It is. It really is.
Is that all that HA I see in there?
Yeah, it's a lot of HA.
Man, look at that. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Hold that image there for just a second. Honey, come here, check this out. Look at this image that one of our guys did. Cone Nebula. Can you bring that up?
Let me see if I can
bring it
zoom
up.
this.
Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing?
Nice compliment.
God, that you see that red in there, all that red, that and all these umber colors and all that red, that is all HA. You know, the filter set I was talking to you about, the SHO, that hydrogen alpha. That's what all that is. That filter pulls all that out of there. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It certainly
Yeah.
is.
Say hi to the guys.
Hi.
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 She's
Hey
shy.
there.
Hello,
She's shy.
Chalfin.
And so
Hope I didn't butcher your name too bad.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a New York in me.
yeah.
it's all right.
And
Yeah, it's
and
fine.
even with this one, I think that's Hubble's variable nebula, isn't it? Right there next to it. It looks
One
like
at
it.
the top at like 11 o'clock.
No, right here. Right here. Little guy.
Yeah, that's it.
The variable nebula right there.
Yep.
Yep, that's Hubble's variable nebula. That's what I thought. So nose. I mean, you can even it's even like you see a little bit of supernova remnant or something that looks like right around here, very wispy.
Well, the thing I like about it
it's
is
just
that the
great
image
detail.
isn't flat.
Yeah,
You know, it's got all kinds of depth, and I think you're getting
Depth.
that from that HA.
yes, yeah, agreed.
Just crazy. And that blue, my God, look at that blue up in the upper left.
Yep.
Mod on, that is, whew, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I mean,
is.
you
that
can
is a
see here
beautiful
the
shot.
depth. You can see the depth here of the cloud, just all around. You know,
What
right
is
around
that-
here,
what is
around
that
the
shot
fox fur
at?
and everything.
How wide is that?
Greg, if you want to, I know Greg's on, so if you want to share
22
your
hours HA, 23 hours
yeah.
oxygen, 21 hours sulfur. Probably from a dark sky site.
275 millimeters.
275 millimeter.
Is it cropped, Greg?
There you go.
Maybe just a little of it. Pretty wide.
Because I don't see any vignetting at all. I was wondering if maybe just, good field flattener,
Right.
or if he's cropped it.
Right. No, unsure.
Has Nancy.
Now, yeah. Now for this week's, we have a few entries here. We have, for our novice entry, we have the blood moon. Let me go back here. This was taken by Keith Sisk with his Sea Star in our novice category.
Very good.
Yeah, that red moon.
And in our experience category, we have Jonathan Simeon with Sharpless 284, taken with a Red Cat 91 and a Poseidon M, so a 571 sensor. And we have Abel 85 rather from Greg Meyer. This one was taken with his this was taken with a Radian 61 with a 268 mono, which is also a 571 sensor. So it's that APS-C sensor. So this was, so get out here. If you haven't voted yet, get out there, get over here to astroworldweb.com/IOTW, and don't forget to vote. Also, we have image of the month. So if I swing over here, we still have a week left for image of the month. February was the Dolphin Head by Jonathan, and the Witch Head by Thomas won for February image of the months. And right now for March, in our novice bracket, we have Thor's Helmet.
Yeah.
We have Thor's Helmet by Brian. We have the Horse Head in the Flame by Tori.
Nice.
Yep. We have the Flaming Star by Peter Burgart.
Nice.
Yeah. And so we only got 8 votes. So you guys got to get on the ball here. So come on. You guys got to vote for our novice guys.
We still got a week left.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so for our experienced, we've got the Fox Fur by Chris. And we also have the Markarian Chain by Greg. We have the 5 Moon Composite also by Greg during the lunar eclipse. And we have the solar shot here with the plane 737, I believe, that was captured by Wilfredo. So we've got 60 votes there. So how can we get 60 votes here and only get 8 votes for novice? How does that math add up, guys? Come on. That doesn't add up. Yeah, especially when I put the novice at the top and everybody scrolls right down to experience. You know, give our new astrophotographers some love too. Give them some votes here. So if you voted for experience, but you didn't vote for novice, come on back to the AstroWorld web image of the month and vote for these novice, because they put in some good work. They put some good work out here, and they put in some time and effort. So they deserve, some love too, and get a chance to win, some AstroWorld Telescope bucks. So.
Astro Bucks.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly. So, all right. And let me go back here.
Good pictures.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't get it. I'm glad I'm not allowed to get it anymore. I can't.
Yeah.
Or Chris. Those guys.
Yeah. There we go. I'm still figuring this crap out.
We lost everybody, dude.
Yeah. There we go.
Everybody left.
Are we back now? Everybody ran off.
Back.
What the heck?
Oh, there's
We're back. Hello.
Dan's still here.
There you go. My audio's back now. There we go.
Your audio's back. Okay.
There it is.
Cool. There we go.
I'm just doing all these labels and stuff. That's why I kind of stopped off.
Right.
Shipping labels?
What?
Shipping labels?
No, barcode labels.
Oh.
Businessman's work is never done, is it?
Well, it's all these things that I got like right before the show that I just threw out on the table. I didn't put any barcodes on them, so.
Got you. Oh yeah, those.
So the nightmare.
Yep. The nightmares.
And I found out why
But
some
I tell
of them
you,
weren't scanning. Apparently, it wasn't synced up to the barcode scanner, and I thought I did it. I guess it didn't take. So
Gotcha.
next year.
Yep. It'll be all good. If anybody has the Stella Vita and can give us an update on how they've been, if they've had a chance to been using it, here in the chat, let me know.
I saw somebody on Discord, Mikey.
Okay.
He posted some pictures the other night.
Okay. Yeah, Tom.
Hey,
the
Dan,
AstroWorld
real
Telescope
quick, did
booth
you
was
see
nuts.
Spaboni SV241 micro DC USB hub power box?
Yeah, another power box. Yeah.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the same thing as the Wanderer, and pretty much the same thing.
Oh, I didn't know Wanderer had one.
A Wanderer has power boxes. Yeah, they got the
Do they?
Light, the Plus, and the Pro.
Look at it.
Yeah, pretty good. And
Okay.
the Pro actually
Yeah,
has,
Mikey.
the Pro actually has 2 power inputs.
Really?
They make one for a backup just in case you need a little more oomph.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Mikey Y's been using his Stella Vita.
Okay.
So whether he's actually been able to use it, at least he got it up and running.
All right, cool.
We'll have to see. There
Put
you
the
go.
telegizmos
On the
on the
chat
scope.
now.
It's starting
Tom,
to roll in hard.
I texted you back, Tom. It's already out on iOS. I
Yeah.
texted you back. It's been out. It's on the you gotta look for the Stella Vita on the App Store.
Mike says it's out, but it's not good. It's
Mike?
not as good as the Android app.
Oh, well,
But then again, anything Apple does isn't as good as they
yeah,
thinks it is. Apple's overrated. I don't buy it.
I hear you.
You know what it is?
Tom.
It's the slaves they have making them. That's the problem.
Wow.
Alrighty then.
Yeah,
They're not putting their all in. They're
it's
not
a little
putting their all
7-year-old
into it.
sweatshops they got going on.
That's exactly it. Not putting their all in.
Yep. Yeah. Here, wait a minute. Here. Okay, come on. Here.
Oh my.
Oh man.
Hey, no, like I haven't really played with the Apple because we had some issues. We were trying to load it up at Neve, and there was just so many Wi-Fi signals floating around.
Oh
that-
yeah, you had to be right up against it.
Yeah, you literally had to be
Instant.
like,
You had to
3
be
feet
right
away from
up
it.
and on top of it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
that
Yeah, there
that
was
made
more
it that made it
Wi-Fi
a
going
little
around
difficult.
that place.
no, I tested it today here, and I was able to do it from my living room. So, I mean,
Yeah.
So yeah.
that was really worried. I was really worried about it. I was like, oh my god. if they got to be like three inches away from this thing.
Mm-hmm. God.
I'll tell you, the Wi-Fi I'm really impressed with is the Wi-Fi range with the Melee 4C.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Holy cow, the Wi-Fi on that is amazing. It reaches all the way out from outside into my upstairs onto my tablet without any problem.
Yeah.
Where the Eagle, I don't get that great a Wi-Fi.
Really?
Nope. But the Melee rocks.
That's surprising.
Well, which Eagle do
you
have?
mean receiving on the Eagle?
The 5 Pro.
But what you're talking about is receiving, not sending from the Eagle.
Yeah, receiving, where I can remote access
Receiving.
into it via Wi-Fi.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I can do it with the Eagle, but it'll blink out. It'll go in and out, in and out, in and out.
That could
Where
be
the Melee
a number of things.
Never, but the Melee never blinks out.
No, I've got the. This is the 4C. I've got the 3C as well, and the 3C out here. I have not had any problems with the Wi-Fi at all. So no, I don't. So it's been really, really good. Either one.
And you know the Eagle has the little antennas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Melee doesn't have an antenna. It's all in the box.
Yep, it's all in the box. It's all in the box.
The box itself could be the antenna.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Dan, is the price still the same as
What?
far as the Eagles or the Melees?
Well, I don't sell. Well, I can sell
Switch
Melees,
up.
but I don't. But
Yeah.
I saw High Point starting to sell them.
yeah, I do have a dealership agreement with Melee, but I just really other things were prioritized. Really,
Right.
I mean, if there's
Yes.
a an audience out there that wants me to carry them, let me know. I'll just start carrying them.
Is the Melee it's an onboard computer like the Eagle?
It's a mini
little-
PC.
it's a little
yeah.
mini PC.
It's a mini.
It's a little mini. It's a
Windows
little
11
mini
Pi?
PC.
It's like a Raspberry Pi.
No,
it's a
no,
Windows
this is actual
PC.
Windows. This is a Windows PC.
11
So it's like the
PC.
Eagle.
No, it's not like
Yeah,
it's
but it
no-
doesn't have the power
Yeah.
outs. It doesn't have the
It's just a
GPS.
computer
Yeah, it
with
doesn't have.
3 or 4
It's
USB ports.
it's basically like a NUC. Think of a NUC, like an Intel NUC.
Right.
It's just a mini computer. That's all it is.
I don't think they were originally designed for astrophotography.
No, they weren't. They were made for like
They
We had
office
made them
computers.
into astrophotography.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Dan, they were initially planned, designed, for office computers.
Snap on the back of a
put onto the
monitor.
back of
You have-
monitor. Exactly.
Exactly.
You don't have a big desktop or laptop hanging around.
Dylan's asking, do you guys think that people will drive to Canada to get around the tariffs? I'm hearing a lot of chatter about that idea. Is tech tourism an unintended consequence of this trade war?
I don't think
So I do know somebody that has driven to Canada to get around the tariffs already, but I won't say who. But if they start getting, if they start weighing cars and doing things as far as
or just
checking-
random checks or
when
something
you
like
when you
that.
drive across the Canada border into the U.S., you'll see like 25 parking spots, numbered spots on the left-hand side, and basically they do random checks and tell them to park, and you're stuck for about another 35 minutes or so while they like totally like rip apart your car. But you know, I've seen it happen. I've had it done to me once. Thank God it wasn't the last time I went, or else it would have been a problem. But it's a little nerve-wracking. I don't know what the consequences are. I wasn't bringing crazy stuff across the border, but it was definitely more than the $800 that they allow you.
Yeah.
As I did bring over like $4,000 worth of equipment back. But I mean, it's one of those things where, people are going to do it, just like driving to Pennsylvania to get fireworks. I mean, it's people.
Correct.
People are going to try and do it. And, and if you can do it and get away with it, that's fine. But you're not going to get a lot of stuff across. If you're in like a U-Haul truck, they're going to pull you over.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a car like I was, they ain't going to give a crap, I don't think.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that.
But you're still rolling the dice either way.
Yeah.
Don't go do it. You're still rolling the dice.
Greg says, hide scopes in your secret gas tank.
yeah, right.
Trust me, these guys
There it
aren't
is.
looking for astronomy gear.
No,
They're looking
yeah,
for
I know, but
Mexican and cajoche,
yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
True, but
But,
the thing
you
is,
know,
with the tariffs being the way they are,
they're gonna get everybody.
Yeah, but $800 is nothing in astronomy stuff. That's a rounding error.
Yeah, pretty much.
well, that's exactly right.
Yeah. But no, to answer Dylan's question.
Well, the key is if you do it, you go
know,
up there and you just say, "Hey, can you make me a bill of sale for like $750?"
Yeah.
That way, when you come back, you I only paid $750.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Jackie's saying take receipts.
What'd Jackie say?
Jackie says take receipts so you can prove you had it already.
Who's gonna carry receipts? I don't have receipts from my scope that I bought 3 years ago. God. God, that's not practical. I don't think. I'm sorry. I love you,
No.
Jackie, but no way. That's not gonna happen.
But is it going to drive people? But really, is it going to drive you? Do you think for astronomers, for people in our field, and what we are doing, do you think it's going to drive people to go north of the border, to go and buy equipment there and bring it back down here? Do you think it's going to really have that much of an effect on astronomy and astrophotography equipment, or
No,
on
because the
astrophotography?
tariffs aren't going to last. It's not going to last. This foolishness is going to be done with, in a couple of weeks. Don't even worry about it.
I hope so. From your mouth to Guide's ears, so because I just got a $1,200 bill. So
Steve says he even being a Canadian, and most of our Astro West distributors.
what happened?
Steve in the chat said he's Canadian, and most of his Astro through U.S. distributors anyway.
Some distributors anyway,
Yep.
So I mean, if I was going there to what is it? Was it Starlight? Or who knows? But I don't think Starfield. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah. I don't think it's going to really drive,
But here's the thing, though.
people to come across to go. I don't think it's going to force people to go across the border like that. I mean, remember back in the day, you heard about, people, and I think some people still even do it. I don't know. You had people who were dealing with medicine. They would go across the border to get their prescription drugs and stuff like that. Is it going to come to something like that? I don't think so.
No,
I hope not.
So. You got to remember
really
also, even if you go to Starfield and you buy a Starfield scope, where the hell do you think that scope is made?
Yeah,
It's made in China.
Made in China. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. So the only thing that's helping you is that their cost will be lower, hopefully, because they don't have that China tariff that the U.S. has. So
Right.
honestly, if I'm spending $1,050 on a Gear 60 from Starfield, and now I'm paying $2,100 in the U.S. for the same $1,000 scope, I may drive up to Canada and go grab it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Gear 60 is the size
But then,
of a
you know, the
hump
same kind of thing could apply. Does Canadians come across the border to fill up their gas tanks?
Yep.
But you know,
Just
but
have
even
Sean
to
order it
you know,
for
to
you.
Scott's,
Go pick it up at your
Yeah.
house.
yeah. But even to you know what Scott's point is saying is maybe if we just apply a little bit of patience, maybe we'll see you know
I hope so.
how all this ends up now, because none of us have a crystal ball to see how long this is going to last. It could you know it could be just for the next few weeks, or it could be longer. We don't know yet. But you know, and how much of an impact is it going to have on you know like what we do as far as astronomers and astrophotographers and buying new equipment? It's going to, if it's longer down, you know, it could have an impact. But right now, just be patient. I would say, just be patient.
I think that's the best.
The other countries are not the problem. The only one that is sticking in the weeds is China. You know,
Right.
That's the only one. And once these other countries fall in line, it's going to put China in the box. It's going to put them in the corner economically, you know, in trade, and they're not going to have a choice. It's either that or they're just going to isolate themselves so bad that it's just going to crush them economically. And I mean, Xi Jinping is crazy, but I don't think he's nuts. I don't think he's going to do that.
No. It'll, like I said, just this is, you know, have a bit of patience,
Be patient.
and you know, let's just see how it all ends up. You know.
So, Dan, you see Jackie says she's got her Gear 60. Shoulder.
What about it?
The Gear 60 you sold to Jackie.
Yep. Last Neve.
We had it one at Neve this year, man. It was being eyed up left and right.
Oh yeah.
And I think it was priced to sell too. It's a good looking scope.
Yeah. And she's got this mini cam 8 that's gonna be great with that.
Oh yeah, she showed me this setup. She sent me a picture of the whole setup.
That's going to be freaking awesome. I mean, that's
her first
awesome
mono rig
setup. Awesome travel setup.
Her first mono rig.
Yeah. Yes. Astro Oasis, we had a chat with them as well.
They're great.
Those focusers are great looking, as well as their filter wheels. I mean, a 9-slot filter wheel. I'm like, holy cow. But very impressive stuff. And I'm looking forward to checking out more of their stuff as it comes out. And to
a 9-slot filter wheel with 2-inch filters.
I know.
I think it'd be like
yeah, but no, they're you know, have you ever seen this camera, Scott?
No.
Okay, so it's the camera itself for that. It's QHY, right?
The mini cam?
Yep.
No, I was talking about from Astro Oasis. Yeah, I was talking about Astro Oasis in their 9-slot filter.
The mini cam is a 585 sensor, and it's got a built-in filter wheel. Remember how the CWO used to have the camera and filter wheel all incorporated in one? They did it like the 183, and I think it's 16.
They did 1600. Yeah, it was the 183 GT
and the 183
and the 16.
Yeah,
the 183 GT and the 1600 GT.
Yeah. So QHY has basically done that with the 585, and the filters are little tiny, little rectangular filter. They're little itty bitty things, and they fit in this 8-position or 9-position filter wheel that's incorporated in the camera. And the thing's not that big. I mean, it's really small.
No.
Well, the filters don't have to be very big if you get them real close to the
Just
sensor.
as long as they cover the sensor, right? I mean, it's such a small sensor.
Yeah, so they're the same size.
But it's designed and made
box.
just for that sensor.
Yeah, look at the box that your face is around on the camera, right? That's like the
Yeah.
kind of size of the 585, right? So those filters are probably like just enough millimeters bigger.
Wide
To
enough
fit the
so you don't get any
distance.
vignetting.
Yeah, to fit the distance.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think one of the filters,
8.
one of the filters is a blackout filter, so you can do dark.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
and so it's pretty interesting camera.
Yeah. Now,
Lord,
with the FMA 135 with the Rokinon or the FMA 135, I mean, these little sensors are fantastic for these wide field scopes and these wide field lenses. Period. I mean, the resolution you're gonna get with these guys, it's just gonna be amazing. I even had my eye on that. What was that? That FMA 180.
Yep.
The ASCAR 180.
Yep.
That one's pretty cool too.
That's
Nice
a
little,
big boy.
that's a nice little little scope there as far as for travel and everything like that. So
Yeah, I think I want to get one of those 585s. Yeah, carbon stone.
yeah, it'll be great for it. That's for sure. It will be great for it. Gonna do GT 102 for the bigger galaxies. Okay. So 102 millimeter. Okay. Chris is saying with the FMA 180 with the full frame 6200 is a good pair. So yeah. Yeah, that little FMA 180, the ASCAR FMA 180, that little it's almost like, gosh, it's just a tiny little guy. It's almost like a little mini scope. But it's
FMA 180.
It's a little bit bigger. Yeah.
Oh,
it's like a Rokinon 135.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a small. Yeah, it's just a really small one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 180 millimeter focal length. So yeah. Steve saying big filter wheels for a 2-inch, a big filter for a 2-inch filter can be a problem hitting his peer. I want to get a Player One 533C. Which one is the 533 Player One? Which one is that? Is that the Aries? Saturn. Okay.
What was the question?
No, he was like he wants the Player One 533C. Is it
Saturn C? Yeah.
The cooled.
The Saturn C.
Okay. You got mine with a focuser and a Deep Sky Dad flat filter panel. Yeah, those Deep Sky Dad flat filter panels are really cool too. I mean, either one to flip up, but that observatory style one that just swings to the side, that was pretty cool. That's pretty smart.
There goes the labels. They're printing. At least some of
There
them.
you go.
I hear 'em.
Yep.
They're still going.
Yep. All right, we got about 20 more minutes left before we announce image of the week. So
well, I just need to figure out my my PhD 2 and the off-axis guider, and I'm everything else is ready to image. I mean, I just need to get that off-axis
you're all
guiding
set.
tweaked. Yeah. I didn't. Dylan,
Which guider are you using?
Dylan. Yeah, Dylan. Are you still in the chat, Dylan? I don't know if he is or not. I think he had an off-axis guider on a 14. Didn't you have an off-axis
He's got a
guider
14.
on a 14? Yeah, you've got an off-axis guider, don't you, Dylan? Which it's like a 10. You got a 10 millimeter prism.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to answer. I don't know if he's still on.
Yeah, he said yeah.
He does.
Celestron OAG on the 11.
It's the big OAG, the 16, the 10 millimeter prism. Yeah.
Is it 10 or 12?
Yeah, that's It's similar to
10.
my. No, it's not 12.
Yeah.
I don't think it's 12. I think it's 10.
Okay.
But anyway,
It says it was perfect on his 11.
You having any problems with it on the 14? I don't know if my chat has stalled on me here or not.
Yeah, no, he hasn't replied yet. But
Oh, excuse me.
yeah, the Celestron. Oh, I do like this Celestron OAG.
He says he wants an
always-
OAG
especially
on the
with mine.
14th, but he
Doesn't have the back focus.
back focus to fit
Everything.
So maybe that's the problem. Back focus is.
No, my back focus is fine.
Okay. What's the max back? What's the max back focus?
I think it's 147 millimeter. I think.
Okay.
He said he
He
might
says he might need
slim
the
Sato.
slimmest Sato. Okay. That's another thing I want to add on my wish list is that Arco 2 to go with my slim Isato. There's
This is
another
around
50. This is around 150. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's really tight with the Edge 8 because that's what I have. I mean,
Yeah,
one of the
Dylan,
bummers about the
you
Edge
might
8.
you might look at the Astrodon MOAG for the 14. It's a really nice OAG. The one thing that with the APS-C sensors, they send you a couple of extra shims for the mirror for the prism, and you need to dive that prism down into the image train just about as far as you can get it with the APS-C sensors, unless you're using a full frame camera. But I had to actually extend it as far as I could. And then I started to clear things up. Before that, it was I looked down in there and it was down through there with no camera in it, and I was only getting only part of the image. I knew that the sensor or the prism wasn't deep enough.
Yeah, the one that's a great OAG. I remember that thing, and
oh, it's fabulous.
The one thing I can't stand about it is the mating. It's all dovetailed, so there's no threads, there's no anything. So you are in for a lot of money just for that OAG, and now you're in for precise parts too.
But look at the new one, because they've got the adapter that you can get to fit in there, that dovetail that comes with the threaded attachment.
Okay, good.
The new one does. You have to go on to Farpoint Astro to their site for the Astrodon, and it's it's definitely not cheap. Man, do you remember when I bought that thing?
It was like 5 years ago, man.
Yeah, not that far. It was about I would say it was about three and a half, like that.
No, that was during COVID.
Maybe 4 years ago.
Dude,
but
do you realize that AstroWorld's been open almost 3 years?
What, telescopes?
Crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Think about that
amazing,
for a
isn't
second. You bought that before COVID.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did.
So that was 2019. That was almost 6 years ago.
Yeah. Wow. But that at OAG, I mean, when I bought it, I think it was like right around $750, $800 for that, for everything.
Yeah.
And now it's upwards of $1,500.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But it is phenomenally well made.
Oh yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
And it's very thin compared to the Celestron one.
Okay.
That thing is maybe, even with the filter drawer, the filter slider on it, without the filter slider, it's less than an inch thick.
Yeah.
With the filter slider, it's maybe 1 3/4 inches. Maybe.
Dylan's in Australia. He doesn't know what an inch is.
Millimeters. Sorry. Whatever I say in inches, just divide it by 25.4. Come on.
That's like, you want a Royale with cheese in Paris?
Yeah, that's one thing about the You know, the Pegasus has the OAG has
Indigo.
autofocus and everything in
Indigo.
it.
Yeah,
But the problem with it, it's so thick.
it is thick. It
Way
is
too
thick.
much back.
They got to put that
Oh.
motor in for the motorized motor kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It
they
wasn't
got to
the
figure
Indigo,
out a
it's
way to
something
thin
else.
that thing.
Indigo
They got to
is
figure out a
something
way to trim that bad boy down. So I mean, obviously, it's made probably for Schmidt, where you need that 100.
Yeah, Dylan, the QHY adapters, that's why they're making an adapter kit. Their adapters are so out of whack. They got to have a kit for every single thing and forth. They got kit C1, D1, E1, A, B, C. It's crazy.
It's too much. It's too much to deal with.
Yeah.
I have converted to millimeters. I can't even talk inches anymore. I like inch. What's an inch?
You've gone over to the metric system.
I've gone native. I've gone native.
Oh, hell, I'm worse than that. I don't even think in inches or in even millimeters. I think in thousands. So
You just said your OAG was an inch and 3/4. What are you talking
I
about?
know.
What is that?
I don't. I use thousands. So.
Hey, wait.
Yeah, Chris.
I
don't know what's up with that tilt adjuster. No, that tilt adjuster, that motorized tilt adjuster. How much was that thing? $725.
Yeah, $725, and it only takes up 5 millimeters.
5 millimeter.
The back focus, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I'm looking for a house in transvestite just so I can sing "Sweet Transvestite" from Rocky Horror.
Oh man.
But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't know if it's you think about it now, right? Tilt. Tilt was a really big problem, right? For a lot of things, it was a big problem. And now, is tilt really that much of an issue anymore? I mean, you get a little bit of tilt, you just have blur X and it fixes it.
Yeah, blur X. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean,
as long as it's not crazy.
No, I mean, if you didn't drop your camera and you'll be fine. But other than that, I mean,
yeah,
right.
What do you mean not with blur XT? Fix my tilt.
Pegasus is working on a new AG that's slimmer and autofocus for remote. Interesting.
Yeah. On-axis guiders are great, but those are so expensive too.
They are.
The only ONAG I know of is from IFI, and I mean I don't know anyone that makes them because they're so damn expensive. That's Dr. Gaston Bardot. We had him on this. We had him.
Right.
We had him a few. Yeah, a couple times.
He did a whole. If you want to know more about on-axis guiding, look at the live tab and look up Innovations Foresight, and you'll be able to see the back show on that. No, I did not say that. I said I have not processed in so long. A new AI came out months ago, and I haven't tried it. So.
Okay, Matthew's asking, coming from the ASI era, but looking at other brand of cameras, what do folks recommend for control? I don't necessarily want on a laptop or a mini PC. Is TubeTech the way to go? It
can be.
Yeah,
it can be. I mean, you could also go and you could buy what's called the A-Star box also, and you could buy a Raspberry Pi, throw it in there. It's got a power solution in there, and you could load it up with Stellamate OS for free. So you could do that too, if you don't want to do mini PC.
Okay.
You could do that as well. That's another way to go about it.
Matthew, what camera are you looking at? Just out of curiosity, what brand? Just out of curiosity.
Google Chrome desktop. The latency on that, I can't stand it.
Yeah, and you can't read stuff a lot
What's
of times. You can't read what you want to see.
Right, it gets all
You know,
pixelated and
Yeah, it's terrible.
and the pictures look horrible. You're like, oh my god, what happened to my camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was also what else did that back in the day? What is it? It was I can picture TeamViewer.
Yeah.
Oh, TeamViewer did that too.
TeamViewer did that too, man. And it just like you would just see all the different because it couldn't resolve the amount of colors that you needed to see everything. So it was pretty bad.
The minicam looks promising. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, it is. It is really, especially if you are new to monochrome and just wanting to get started at a inexpensive price point. It's definitely at a budget price. It's definitely one of the ways to go for sure.
Stellar Vita comes with their own OS. It's not StellarMate, but yeah, it comes with stuff on it. And it is up there now, Tom. I just haven't had. I didn't put it up because I wanted to see how much I could sell in NEAF. I knew if I put it up, it would sell before I got to NEAF. So I didn't put up any description, but it is up there to buy. So. Oh yeah, Stephanie. Yeah, you can do that as long as you are not watching and you're just doing it to start your process or your sequence. Yeah, Google Chrome Remote Desktop will be just fine.
Yeah. I use VNC, real VNC Lite. You can have up to 3 computers for free that you can control through real VNC, and I love it. It is. I like it better than remote desktop or TeamViewer or anything else. I mean, it is really, really good. Response time, everything is just awesome, and it's like I said, it's free. So
there you go.
Yeah.
I got to make more labels.
Yep.
Label maker.
Yeah.
Dude, look at this thing. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is all the stuff that's not inventoried yet.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you got some work to do, bro.
That's why.
Yeah, Chris is saying I'm going to have to go to -10 or at least 0 degrees. It's warming up to 85 today.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
at least 0. Yeah, if you can get
it's already going up 85 today. Wow. Wish we had that.
Yeah.
It was in the low to mid 80s pretty much all afternoon today.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the clouds rolled in and the thunderstorms started.
Yeah.
Stephanie's saying it's Saturn season in 6 more weeks.
It's what?
Isn't Saturn? Saturn is coming in on Saturn to be
comes out from behind
6 more weeks. Yeah. Now is it?
Yeah, that's right, Matthew.
As far as the rings, it's you won't be able to see the rings. They're on edge, isn't it? It's straight on right now, right? Yeah, it's no ring. Yeah. Matt saying it's a balmy 41 degrees here, while Chris's Arizona had 100 yesterday. Oh, Stephanie's saying that they're opening up now.
What's opening up?
Saturn's rings.
Oh, the way rings are starting to open up.
Yeah, no, they hit full, like disappeared, like I think in mid-March, but they're not going to be fully open for a long time. Long time.
When you say a long time, what are we talking about? Months or
Years.
years?
Years.
Years.
Like a year and a half.
Okay.
So you know what makes it. This is what makes a good picture, right? Take a picture like once a month, and put them all next to each other as Saturn tilts open. You can put them all together.
It tilts. Gotcha.
That's what you call the long game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
while you're at it, do an analemma while you're at it. Do you know what an analemma is?
No, explain that to us, please.
It's a llama ding dong.
It's a ramalama ding dong. Yes.
Ding dong.
It's an analemma. I know you've seen this. You know, you probably just didn't know what it was called. So you ever see those picture of the sun where it makes the figure 8 going across?
Oh, yeah.
That's an analemma, and somebody and you
Okay.
got to do it at I think noon, like not every day, but every couple
Yeah,
of
like,
days.
well, the same time of the day.
It's got to be the
throughout
same
the
exact time of the day, you know.
Correct.
Exactly. So you got to do it, and then it makes that little 8.
Infinity, so. Because that's what it will do for infinity, and as far as workers.
Yep.
Tom says, Dan, you only have 2 left.
I saw that. That was that cha-ching in the background.
Oh,
Okay.
2 left. What are the Stella Vitas?
Yeah, I only got 2 Stella Vitas left.
Yeah. Pretty
What did
cool.
what did they drop off with
What happened?
at the booth? They left a bag of filters, and what was the other stuff?
2 585s.
585.
Okay.
They were cool people.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah. Spectrum Instruments is pretty cool too. I want to get that guy on.
Hints
He said no.
from Spectrum.
Yeah, no, it was the other guy. I got
it
his
was
card.
really no other guy. Hints is the
No,
main
he
dude.
brought no.
What did he-
No. It was another gentleman that he was working with them. He used to work for Meade,
Oh, I don't know him.
and he wanted to come on because he wanted to share because he used to work for Meade. He wanted to share his perspective, the real story of the downfall.
Oh, what
of Meade
happened?
and everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
because he was there because he was there, because he used to work with him. He used to work for him.
All right.
So he had the inside scoop.
So he had the inside scoop.
Ooh,
Yeah,
we can get a exclusive.
Yeah. Dylan, the 14. Yeah, his 14-inch PP. Who says size? Who says size doesn't matter?
So let me tell you.
Who
something.
says size doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Aperture size.
Come from the guy who sold his left testicle for a Rasa. Love you, man. Love you.
Awesome.
Oh God, we would have to. Dylan, you are so lucky I don't live in Australia because we would get so effed up together. You wouldn't have anything to do with YouTube. You would just be like hammered with me, like chasing kookaburras and stuff.
Yeah, Dylan, you should
awesome.
send me a note in email. It's just astroplayground1@gmail, and we'll talk about the 14s.
Yeah, it's always about the girth with you guys. It's not about
Sometimes it's not the length, it's the girth.
length. It's a girth. It's not the, it's
You know
the
what?
girth.
You know what? I'm still trying to talk my wife into making that shirt design. I
What?
really am trying.
What shirt design?
The one that we talked about. The one that you said, it's just not. Sometimes it's not about the length. Sometimes
made
it's
it.
about.
I made
did
it.
you?
Yeah, I made it.
Yeah, he made it. He made it. He's
I
got
made
it.
it.
Out
I got yelled at immediately on Twitter,
Did
saying that some guy was like saying we don't need sexual innuendo in astrophotography and da da da. I was like, sorry, you can't take a joke. So I did. I said, you know what? I took it down. In all fairness, I took it down. And then because we were just starting AstroWorld, and I was like, oh my God, I don't want to get a bad rep from AstroWorld. So I took it down. I remember. 2 years later, it went back up. It went back up.
This is obviously a guy that's never watched Dylan's channel. So.
This is a guy who obviously never watched like Blazing Saddles.
Watched Saddles.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles. Oh, God forbid. He couldn't get through 15. He couldn't get through 15 minutes of Blazing Saddles without being offended to death.
Bit about to be offended.
You know what? Some people are just so damn tight they squeak when they walk.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They're like Cameron from Ferris Bueller. Pardon my French, but Cameron is so tight.
No, they
at least
think of anything better.
At least at the end of the movie, Cameron came around.
Yeah.
When he kicked the Jaguar over the edge.
Ferrari. Yeah.
Yeah, the Ferrari went out the back window.
That was great.
Yeah, that was awesome. All right, so we are at time. So let's announce who is the image of the week winner this week. So we ended up. Thank you guys. We had a nice improvement. 17 votes for the novice. And I understand there's only one video, there's only one photo, and all my it's just gonna go on, but still, show some love. But no, let me here we go. Let me get this queued up here and web admin. There we go. Come on now. Don't be a slowpoke.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. All right. So for our poll. All right. So here we go. Where am I? Okay. So for our experience bracket, we had 28 votes. And the winner is between Jonathan and Greg. Here we go. Boom. Greg Meyer for Abel85. So congratulations there, Mr. Meyer. Dr. Meyer, rather. So congratulations. With the popped balloon or the garlic nebula, whichever way you want to call it, CTB1. So congratulations there, sir.
Not surprised.
No. So, let's go back here.
Greg's going to have to start coming on and be a contributor like I did. So he can't get these things anymore.
Yeah. Okay, Dan, you can go back to the 4 up now.
Sorry, I'm going through.
He's printing labels.
Going through my labels.
There you go. There you go. It's all good. All right.
I think I printed my last label for the night.
Yeah.
All righty.
Good.
I think I did it. I think I've done it. And the videos are up and loaded. So hopefully we'll be able to see some neat footage in the very near future.
You'll be working on that. over the next day or two.
No, it's no rush. It's no rush.
Nice.
That's going to be a blast. There's going to be some really good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really cool meeting, like I said, meeting the Space Koala. She was really, really nice.
Yeah, got to get her on the show too. So.
Yeah, so that was really cool. And that whole, Skywatchers, Stellar Review bit with, with Vic and the guy from Skywatcher, Galileo and the Pope. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Dylan, take care, bud.
See you, Dylan.
Night, Dylan.
Yep.
I'll check for your email.
Yep. All right. It's always good to have Dylan hanging out with us. So appreciate that, man.
Yeah, what time of the day is it there?
Oh, it's
I mean,
late.
like,
It's morning.
It's
Morning.
It's
Yeah,
morning there. It's
eight
morning
in the
tomorrow.
morning.
It's Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday. Or
spin up, cut.
so it's
grass.
Saturday morning. Yeah. Yeah, no, Greg's gonna have all of them shots of the month. It's like, what the heck?
Oh man.
Telling you, Dan, you got to get out imaging, man, so we can all have like an Astro World crew image, of the week or the month or whatever, competition.
Yeah.
Well, that would leave you and me.
Dave. Yeah, no, that'd be, Well, hey, Scott's going to be, he's got that 14. Going to get to start warming up that 14, man.
He's warming up.
I can get PhD
He's got to work out the bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Got to clean out the cobwebs.
Clean out
That's
the
the last
cobwebs, work out the bugs. And
I've been
Take
firing
care,
it up
Tom.
and pointing it at different targets. Just every clear night that I've had for the past month. So
Yeah, just to get into a routine, man. So
yeah, oh yeah. PhD2 is one of the last things that I need to figure out with that OAG, and I'm narrowing in on it. But
yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh my god, excuse me. Oh, all right, cool.
All right, Dr. Meyer, thanks. How about live telescopes on AstroWorld TV?
yeah, we've talked about that.
Oh yeah.
Live stacking.
Once we get the whatchamacallit running, what the hell is that place? Starfront going.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
That'll
See you, Jackie. Have a good one.
That'll make it really easy, right? So none of it,
Yeah.
we won't have to set up anything. We just got to make sure the roof is open. So
There it is.
Yeah.
the only thing that's gonna stink is summertime. Summertime. It's gonna be the show's gonna be over by the time it starts getting dark in Texas. So
Yeah.
So, but in the wintertime,
Yeah, well, that's the other thing they're talking about in Congress right now is repealing daylight savings and stopping the clock.
well, they started
really?
that. Yeah, they started talking about that a couple years back, and it never went
Yeah,
through.
but it's really in the news now.
We'll see. I mean,
Yeah, what's his name? One of the senators put a bill in, submitted a bill.
Yeah.
yeah, they
And
put one. They
like-
put one in every year, and
But
it gets,
the big problem is where do you do it? You keep it at daylight savings time?
well,
or
that's the whole thing.
It's
Every
standard.
single bill that I've seen keeps daylight savings time permanent.
correct. Which
Mm.
for me, I'd prefer.
What? I don't.
I
I
would
don't.
prefer that.
I don't. I like.
Oh,
dark.
really? See, so that's the thing. It's like a 50-50 split.
That's why it
Because-
never passes.
But I mean,
Yeah.
for me, I like golf, so I can play golf later in the day
Yep.
as
In the
opposed to getting up
summertime.
at crack of dawn.
I get it. I
and
get it.
Crack at dawn to go play.
I get it.
No, Norm. Yeah, I know. We there are so many things that we need to, discuss as a crew that, because Norm brought up the good points. We talked about having guests. And we have had guests on, guests, viewers from the viewer membership on. We've I even have a something out there for on the website for people to sign up. And I really haven't seen anybody signing up.
No, the only person who signed up was Kevin.
Was Kevin, yeah. So if more and more people who want to be on the show would mind signing up, that way we can schedule you guys. That would be really good. Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to
That's been up
address
there
that
for
again.
like 9 months, if I remember right.
It's been up there for a while. Yeah. And
we've been
also
doing a crap job of promoting it too. So I mean, we mentioned it in the beginning, and then we probably haven't said anything about it.
Problems, There's a few things that we got to improve on for sure. And what else was it that Norm said? But getting viewers, to share their telescope views, live, come on, if you guys want to be on and you want to share your live views, while you're imaging and stuff like that, may not be a bad idea.
I got plenty of, if anybody's imaging and wants to call into the show, I will give you the access to the show. We could do like a 5-up and we can have your telescope on the show in the background. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know
sure.
SharkCap will do live stacking. Will Nina do it?
Nina does a live stacking through a PixInsight plugin.
Yeah,
no, they have a different plugin now.
Oh, see, this is why I don't do imaging.
They have a different plugin now. That
what's it called?
It's called Live Stack.
But it does it through a PixInsight plugin, doesn't it?
No. It's different.
Okay.
It's completely different.
Okay.
It does it live.
Okay.
It's not SharkCap, right?
It's a newer plugin. It's not through PixInsight. Because the old one was like PixInsight Tools, and you could live stack from there. But now it's different. Now the only problem I found with it will not stack the channels together. So if you want to do an RGB stack, you have to have a color camera. Where otherwise you could just stack your individual channels by themselves.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's okay. I tried it out. It was fine. But it's ideally, you'd like to stack it.
Live stacking,
mix the channels.
One-shot color is probably going to be faster anyway.
That's one thing I always liked about the Easy suite was you had the Easy live stacking and just have it monitor your files on PixInsight and do it that way. That's gone.
I'm trying to see if there's
I'm trying to see here. Sites plugin, this target schedule, 3-point alignment, connector, device, DIY truth, exposure calculator.
The only thing I see is a PixInsight live stacking. That's all I see.
There's another one.
I'm looking at
I can't tell. Yeah, I see the PixInsight tools and
Astro Coaster.
What's it called?
Norm is saying Astro Coaster.
That's not Pixar. That's not Nina. That's not Nina.
It's
That's
different.
a separate program altogether.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't see it. But if you know what it is, let me know, Dave, because I don't see.
I'll have to I have to pull up one of my.
No, that's fine.
So I can.
It's okay.
Stand alone.
Yeah, because. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Yeah, because here I am looking at it and go. don't see it.
It's there, man. I'm telling you, dude. It's there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Are you on the latest
I don't know what
version?
you said, Josh, about flat out incorrect. I don't know what is incorrect.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't see it here. But okay, well, yeah, if you guys come up with it, let me know. Yeah, let me know. All right, anyway.
All right, cool.
Let's go back here. Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Yeah, no. There we go.
There you go. All right, cool.
All right, so
I think it's time for bedtime.
Yep.
Hey, peeps.
9:45, 9:46.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we started right at 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Where usually it's 8:15.
Yeah. 8:15.
So we shocked the
8 o'clock to
world. We shocked
9:45.
everybody.
You know, Friday
We
night.
shocked everybody starting on time.
Hey, I was like, I'm pressing a button.
Yep, there you go.
Awesome.
That's funny.
Shut the monkey.
Final thoughts, everybody?
No, just everybody have a great weekend. And yeah, just I know I'm going to be dealing with rain this way. I'm sure it's going to be probably already hitting even you, Scott, the rain and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not going to be doing much imaging. But yeah, it's
I'm
just
hoping
enjoy the
maybe next
weekend,
Wednesday.
everybody. Yeah. I'm going to try to bring in my try to get this mighty mount set up and at least start reading the manual. I mean, the manual's like that thick.
Manual for what?
Where's my
For the mighty, for the mighty, the software disc.
Don't read that thing.
But everybody keeps telling you to just skim through it. Just hit this. Whenever you want it, whenever you need something, just look it up. And then
refer
just
to
use it
it as needed. Yeah.
Yeah, refer to it as needed.
Norm says if you happen to need any help, holler at him. Yeah, Norm's got one.
Yeah. Did you ever have to do it? Real quick. Did you ever have to do any tweaking with yours, Norm? I mean, I'm seeing stuff that that some folks had to do some tweaking to their RA and deck, like some springs or something, because of guiding or whatever stuff. But let me know. But other than that, everybody's have a great weekend.
Yeah. See you guys.
Sometimes.
Wednesday.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yep. Yeah, just
sorry about your
pray for
island.
clear skies.
Yeah, well, what about them?
They didn't make it. They made a
Sounds
push.
good, Norm.
Came up short.
Sounds good.
What they're eliminated?
Probably gonna.
I didn't think so. Not as of this morning.
Well,
After that 9-2 loss against the Rangers, I mean, I don't think we should go there anyway. But
I'd like to face you in the first round.
I'm sure you would.
And this is when we go into the hockey rails. Everything's off.
Telling you, I only have a week left, so I mean, Dave has considerably probably more time than I do. But
hopefully I got a good month and a half minimum.
Yeah, no, the Islanders are still in it.
But they're like 9 points back.
Something like that, with like 5
They'd
games.
have to
Sounds
win
good,
every
Norm.
game,
That sounds great.
and everybody else in front of them has to lose every.
Yep. If Montreal wins one game, then we're out. And so are the Red Wings, and so are the Rangers, and so are the Blue Jackets.
Yeah. Pretty much set.
4 games, 889. Yeah, Canadians just got to win 1 out of the next 4 games to kick everybody out.
Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Everybody
Thanks, guys.
Oh, Hopefully I can.
That's what I'm praying for. Clear skies.
Yeah.
So,
All right, fellas. I got no other final thoughts. I really have no thoughts right now. I've just been working.
Yeah.
go
So-
check out my latest videos.
There you go.
Yes,
I'm
go
gonna
check
go-
out
I'll
Astro
look at 'em
Playground.
tomorrow.
Yes,
We'll
go.
be watching those
Yep, check out
tomorrow.
Astro Playground.
Cool.
Give me your thoughts on the, especially the focus one that I did. I really kind of enjoyed doing that one. So
Cool.
autofocus.
Right on.
Awesome. Any
All
other
right,
final
guys.
thoughts? No.
No, that's
Perfect.
it.
I'm gonna go. I don't know. Do a shot of whiskey or something. But
There you go.
Uh,
All right, guys. You
Have a
guys
great
take
night, guys.
care. Yep.
Good.
And and as always, keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we will see you on Wednesday. Take care. See you guys then.
yeah, bro.